the total cost of the treatment that Grandpa had was, I would say, roughly $350,000, of which, after insurance paid their part, we were on the hook for about $75,000. And what I would like to say, and that was, that was hospital, that was the chemotherapy, the radiation, that was everything that he needed. What I would like to say, and I give great credit to Evergreen Hospital, they have, I hope they still have it, they had a program at that time that if you didn't have prescription insurance, which we did not, they would give me a voucher, and I was able to get all his prescriptions filled at no cost through the kindness of very generous anonymous donors to their program. And so that was a tremendous help, and Grandpa was on a lot of medications, so that really was very helpful.
To cure me of this cancer, and then I would just be in the regular pool for everybody else for every other cancer, but this particular cancer they would cure me, and that was a great incentive to do whatever they asked me to do, and I just would do it. And so there was a lot of procedures in the beginning to prepare for all the treatments that they were going to do. I had 22 minutes of radiation for 35 days in a row, while at the same time having 3 rounds of chemotherapy. So at that point, that was the most severe procedures available to treat any cancer. And we did it. And knowing that I could beat this, and my wife telling me that I was a warrior, kept me going. And it's like, no matter how weak I was, and losing 54 pounds during that stretch, getting up early in the morning and taking a shower every day, and getting to that hospital, no matter what, so I could get my treatment, and whether they put me in the hospital that night for that one night or 2 nights to recover, that's what kept me going, knowing that I could beat this, and I'll do whatever they want me to do. When I was aware of what was going on, and a lot of the time during the treatment process, I wasn't very aware. I was very weak and very sleepy. I was able to tell people that I had cancer. A lot of people try to hide it, I think, or they don't want people to know, or they don't want sympathy, or they don't want anybody to do anything extra. I never had that concern. I knew there was a lot of people that cared about me and were concerned, and I wanted to make sure that they did know that I had cancer and it was very serious, and if there was things they wanted to say to me in case I didn't survive, that's okay. I wanted to give them the opportunity to do that too. So the reactions that I got were people just being very concerned. I got hundreds of cards from people from my church. We had people bringing food. They did what they could, and that was helpful to me. We strung all those cards around the room, and I knew they were up there, and I knew there would be more coming the next mail, and those reactions for people knowing what was going on were great, and I appreciate everything that everybody did for me. So anybody that would have squamous cell carcinoma, or maybe any cancer, there are procedures. There are things that the doctors have come and to know how to cure these diseases. And you have to be willing to do anything to beat it. And I think anybody that's willing to have that positive attitude to say that I can beat this cancer, you will beat it. And if you don't have that positive attitude, you may not. But I think if you go into it knowing that these doctors are brilliant in what they could have figured out so far with cancers, and that if I went 11 years ago from a 50% survival rate to now 80% survival rate with much less invasive procedures, they've come a long way. And so it's not the death type of diagnosis that it might have been years ago. It's just another thing that follow the rules. If you follow the rules and the procedures, you can beat it. And you find people like me out there who have beat it and talk to us. And we're all these people are available through the counseling service at any cancer treatment facility of patients who have gone through this before. And you could talk to us and we'll tell you that. Just do what they want you to do. Don't fight it. Be positive, and hopefully the results will be very, very favorable.